Cane Vision welcomes in John Barfeld, who is the head softball coach at the University of Tulsa, and your preseason favorites in the American Athletic Conference. That makes you feel good and maybe kind of puts a bullseye on your back a little bit, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it definitely does. But our goals don't change. I mean, our goals are to go out and win a conference championship every year, so the vote was pretty close. There's some good teams there, and so we're just relishing the fact that we're going to be competitive again, and we're excited to go after the conference just like we do every year.
Yeah, South Florida, the team that you beat last year in the conference championship game, voted a close number 2, so it should be a great league season coming up. But first, you have a massive non-league schedule, obviously, as you always do. The interesting part is, and this is fairly normal, you'll play 21 games, weather permitting, before you even step on the home turf, so to speak, on March 10th. But that's kind of normal, right?
Yeah, it's pretty normal for us, especially once we got into the American, because now we have 6 preseason weekends. And, we want to get into weather where we have a great chance of playing. We don't want iffiness because it's tough to get our 56 game schedules, anyway. And so getting down there where some warm weather and get some games in under our belt, it kind of helps the players. Every weekend they seem to get better as we go.
Yeah, Tucson will be the first tournament, and then Boca Raton, South Texas to Lamar, and then Arlington. So all of those warm weather cities, and you have a chance. But I would suspect you'll know a lot more about your team by the time you get home and get ready to play home games. I would suspect.
Oh, definitely. You get to see them in, like you said, a number of games, and when you're playing that many games in a weekend, there's a lot of chances to get players in different roles and kind of see how they pan out.
Okay, so as we kind of preview things, Coach, you do have a number of really good returning players. First of all, kind of the position players. Mm-hmm. Your infield comes back almost entirely intact, and we understand Maddie Withy may go behind the plate now for you, huh?
Right, we've got Maddie. She's caught a little bit for us, but she's played the outfield mostly, but she looks good behind the plate. Her and Riley Spell will share some time there, and Maddie is really, really good taking charge. She's been around the program now for 3 years, and so looking for that experience behind the plate from her. Infield, we could have all 4 of them. All 4 of them have a chance of being back from who started at the end of last year. So there's some experience there. And
you do have some new players, and you might be cobbling things together, moving people in and out. That's normal, I would think, at this point of the year, trying to find who fits where, right?
Right. The goal is we want to find out what makes us the best team. And we have a lot of athleticism on the field that we can put in different positions. It's just a matter of, who's going to feel comfortable where, what's going to give us the best team, defense out there. And, that's what we're hoping to get to be a real strength of our team this year. Last year, we didn't finish very well as far as team defense, and that was one thing that we wanted to get better at. And we feel like we've got the players that, as athletes, can go out there and provide us some great team defense this year.
Now, one thing in softball that kind of goes under the radar to the common fan is the fact that you had a fall schedule. You had a fall workout process, obviously, and some exhibition games and that sort of thing. Anybody kind of step forward and kind of surprise you a little bit in the fall?
I don't know if there was any surprises, and one of the reasons we still have unanswered questions is that we didn't play any Division I teams in the fall, and so we had a lot of success against the teams that we played, but there's still probably 12 players that legitimately are in the running to get some playing time, and that's only 8 positions on the field since you're taking a pitcher out, and so that's one of the things that we'll be trying to figure out before we get to conference season, where we can maybe have those roles defined a little bit more, but who's going to be able to step up and take a position, and offensively and defensively, who's going to be our best players at those positions.
And speaking of pitching, Emily Watson and Lexi Blevins, I assume are going to be your 1-2 or your 2-1, depending on, but right now they're kind of head and shoulders above the others?
Right, they're the returning pitchers. They've been pitching very well, and so Emily, she's had 2 years of experience. Lexi's now got some experience at the end of last year. had some real success in some high leverage games. And so we're excited to have those two back, and they're going to need to lead our pitching staff. And hopefully our younger pitcher, Haley Minen, is a transfer from Arkansas, and then Madison Higley, hopefully they can give us some help and get them into some situations where they can have success, and then get some confidence going.
And you get into these tournaments where you're playing 4 or 5 games over a weekend, you will get that number 3 and number 4 pitcher in there, right? You give them some experience, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm always wary about the fact that you don't want to wear yourself out at the beginning of the season. Our goal is to be playing the best at the end of the season, and so you don't want to tax your pitchers too much. That being said, maybe we have a pitcher that can just go and go and go, and so we'll find that out as the season goes on.
You excited about this? I mean, every year you cobble together a new team, and I'm sure that's one of the things that makes it exciting as a coach, huh?
It is exciting as a coach. You try to figure out, your players and who can have success and who can get confidence and get, rolling, and so we're excited. We've been playing against each other a lot. And we're ready to see somebody else.
All right, well, we'll keep it up to date right here on Hurricane.com, TulsaHurricane.com on the softball progress here, even though they're away from home. Coach, good luck starting, I guess, with the first tournament coming up February 10 in Tucson. Good luck, and we'll check in with you periodically here in this first month.
Okay, thank you, Bruce.
Head coach John Barfeld, University of Tulsa softball.